to have success in this game against this defense it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And the Noles will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Wants to bring it back. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So Alabama's offense will get the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a...
So many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Guys, let's chat about Alabama. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Coming off a 12-1 season in 2023, last season was one of the biggest collapses in college football history for Mike Norvell and the Seminoles. And, guys, they have to turn it around.
And now they're in a seminal moment for this program, right? Like, they have to respond. They had more inches of snow at Doak Walker Stadium last year than they had wins, period. They floundered. It was not a good season, Palmer. They've got to respond or else it's going to get bad in Tallahassee.
They got to start fast. To me, that's the biggest key for the Seminoles this year. They've got to put some wins together to build that confidence.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Seminoles will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Miller with the ball. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense. Sometimes these three.
There he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The transition from Nick Saban to Kalen DeBoer certainly gave growing pains to the Crimson Tide, and they're expecting progress in year 2.
It wasn't smooth. I mean, you expand the playoff, obviously, further, and they still don't make it, so a lot of upset Alabama fans, Jesse, but year 2, obviously, a chance to change that. More of his guys, more of his system.
Yeah, there were some bright spots a year ago in Kalen DeBoer's first season. Obviously, beating Georgia at home was a big one, but this is a team that definitely stumbled down the stretch, and you're right. This is a team that has expectations to compete for national championships. They have to take the next step this year.
They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Wide open spaces. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Back's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop in the 19. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. Going to try to get it himself. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The give is to Williams. He breaks the tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
He'll heave it deep. Brings it in down the left side. Finds some room. Touchdown, no! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Offense in a split backfield. They'll run it to the right side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Finds his man, it's Bernard. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Another sack.
And 3rd and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big 3rd down stop.
So here they come going for it on 4th and long, the aftershocks of that early. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint and try to put some points on the board.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Florida State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. So now it's 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Washington. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And you you've got to go for this on fourth down. I mean, this offense hasn't even punted yet in this game anyway, and they've gone for it on fourth down a few times early, but the field position dictates that you're absolutely going for it here. Trailing on the scoreboard, you've got to dial up a good play. You've got to get your best playmaker the football.
He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Going up top again. Time to take a shot. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. The defender was right there.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what we saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there.
He has 60 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
And back to the air on second down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
He's got the back in the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. Oh, it's picked off. Got some room to run. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And I don't mind this coaching staff and their decision to stay aggressive here with the lead at the end of the first half. You've got a quarterback that, in my opinion, has earned the right to throw the ball in these situations, but you got to be better with your decision-making right there. That's a costly turnover, which now gives your opponent the chance to score some more points here at the end of the half.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Under fire. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. And it's third down. They're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. Never a doubt. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And I like this offense. They didn't get concerted. They stayed aggressive to go try to get points, and they get rewarded, and they take the lead and the momentum going into the half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's knocked down right there as the special teams unit does its job, and we've got 1 quarter left to play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
And the Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Quick pass on the fly motion. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25 yards. And Ty can dig into that playbook here on second and short. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Simpson. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Horton. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. This guy is special, and Alabama's had a lot of them. Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, who could make a huge play at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, big plays down the field. You get it to him, you know it could be a home run.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, going to the air. Makes a grab, past the marker. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown Tide.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Syracuse had an impressive showing at home, and I know the fans inside the dome are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Noles come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a down from the 30. Looking for a man. It's Castellanos. Grabbed behind the line. It's Williams. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Robinson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a big play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Off the play fake. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Castellanos. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
No gain on the play. Coming up, 4th down.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. 3 quarters are in the book. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. On the snap, it's Davis. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. And that's a very productive 1st down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. Gets the back moving. Oh, better look out. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now, late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the down.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. Finds a little space. Oh, a lot of space. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executing in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
And they tacked on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Noles want to crank the tempo.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack. But no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
I think at this point of the game, down 2 possessions, the passing game, you just have to be a little bit sharper. And they don't look like they're in rhythm. You saw it on that last 3rd down. I think you got to go now if you're on offense on 4th.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
All right, so they fail on that fourth down, but the game is not over yet. There's still time. Defense has to get the ball back quickly. Offense is going to have to score quickly. You have to execute now.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts.
Touchdown, Bama! And the beatdown has ensued.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man? Putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Blackwell. And the returner goes down. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He's past the 30. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Dropping back, it's Castellanos. He's going to run it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They'll line up for a second down play.
Well, nice job that time by the defense locking in. We've seen earlier in this drive, this quarterback make some plays with his feet. That time, though, the defense was ready for it. They weren't able to sack him right away, but they stuck with him, forced him to scramble. They're able to get to him and bring him down.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Fires deep on the run. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He is got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Here's a heat. He's got it. 1st down and more. What a play there. And he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. He definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. There he goes. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dot.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Warhawks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Alabama's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was...
It's a running room. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Loss of 2. Brings up third down.
Lining up to convert third down. Motion from the back. To the air. It's Simpson. Pulls it in. It's Bernard. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes second and 13. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Warhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Turning on the Jets. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Now, this defense, you can tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
To the air, it's Harry. Gets it out quickly. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to throw on first down. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He'll pull it down and run. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Makes the grab. And there's going to be a loss on that play, just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. The Warhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. And the Warhawks have pushed it inside the 20. The running back has it. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the period, and it's Louisiana Monroe out front. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. With the run on 1st and goal. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. 2nd and goal coming up. Slams it ahead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Looking to pass. It's Harry. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up 14 over the Groupers. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Warhawks! Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these 2 teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the 1st quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
One of the things I love about this offense is they love to go for it on 4th down. And we've seen it early in this game already. I think you're going to see it again here. They've got supreme confidence in their offense to be able to go get it done. And you get the feeling this is a big-time play in this game. They're able to...
He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The screen, he's got wheels. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw at Simpson. Trying to get behind the defense. Touchdown, Alabama! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
Ready to try the point after. Oh, and he missed it. They marched 79 yards on the drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Evans. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Green.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
They'll give it to the back. Spins away from the defender. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Quick completion to the right. It's a seam wide open. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Warhawks can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass, it's Herring. It's caught. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it harder to defend.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Oh, they're after him. Right on the money. On the move at the 30. He's loose. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Got it in the middle. It's Green. Touchdown, UL Monroe. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to...
He lets one fly deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Snagged in the middle. It's Bernard. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store.